FM, KCSS, Troubled Times Radio, of course, and we've got an intense, absolutely amazing, I can't even describe this band, Rudimentary Peni from London, England. Check them out. Amazing stuff there. Direct on the line with me is Grant, the bassist from the band. Grant, say hello.
Hello.
So that song we just heard was Only Human. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, well, we wrote that one back in about early 1982. It was actually Nick who wrote all of it, whereas usually we kind of write separate bits ourselves, and kind of, well, I felt that lyrically and sort of musically it's kind of one of the best things we've done, I think.
I gotta say, certainly great music. Do you guys have any musical influences people might know about?
Well, back in sort of, when we first formed, back in about 1980, we were both very much influenced by the original English punk bands, you know, the Sex Pistols and people like that. And then around about that time, there were bands like Discharge. I don't know whether you've ever heard of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We went and saw them do a gig back in 1980, and they just really sort of blew our minds, really, because they were really exciting.
Yeah. Now,
So those were the kind of influences that were around at that time.
Right.
Since then, I mean, with the new album and that, there's a lot more broader influences coming in now.
Okay. Before we talk about the new album, can you give us a little brief history of the band, please?
Yeah, well, as I say, we formed back in 1980. At that time, I was about, I would have been 15, and Nick was about 18, and we kind of practiced for about a year and had various drummers until we settled with the drummer that we had, and did our first gig near where we lived in 1981, and then come the summer of that year we decided to try and do a record, which we did ourselves. We financed it ourselves and everything. And, that was really the turning point, I think, when the first record came out.
Yeah.
People started to show a lot more interest in us, and Crass asked us to go on their label. So at that point, the bloke who runs Crass Records took over the distribution and everything, and we started doing a certain amount of gigs in London. And we did that up until the end of '82. I guess things fell apart a bit after that because I had my illness, and we never got back to gigging after that. And
Oh.
then we split up in the middle of '83. So that's the brief history up until the split in '83, really.
Okay, great. Can you tell us who is in the band at the moment?
It's exactly the same people who've always been in it.
Okay.
Drummer and me and Nick.
And what are the ages of you guys?
Sorry?
What are the ages of you guys?
Well, I'm 23. Nick, I think he's 26 or something like that. And John is the same age as him.
Oh, okay.
The drummer, because they were at school together. So.
All right. Now, you guys are a band that influence a lot of bands, even today, you know, with the old stuff. Now, can we talk a little bit about some rudimentary Peni rumors that went around for the past years?
Yeah.
Maybe we could clear up a couple.
Yeah.
I know now the band broke up in '83, was it?
Yes, around about the spring of '83, yeah.
I heard a rumor that you guys broke up because you had gotten cancer.
It was actually the other way round. When we broke up, it was just after I'd recovered, actually.
Oh.
So that certainly wasn't true.
But you...
Being ill didn't sort of help things very much.
Yeah.
But that wasn't actually the reason that we split up.
Now, you did have cancer. What kind of cancer did you have?
I had lung cancer.
Uh-huh. And you don't have that anymore, huh?
No.
Oh, that's good news. I'm glad to hear that. I know another rumor that was really, really big over in the Southern California area, if you can believe that, was that Nick was actually paralyzed, and he was like in a wheelchair, and he was also blind. Is that true?
No, none of that's true at all.
Okay. Now, as I think about it, I think one of the reasons is because if you look on the back of, you know, the Farce single that you put out,
Yeah.
there's a picture of a guy in a wheelchair, you know, like with the angel's wings, and he's wearing sunglasses and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Who is that supposed to be on the on the cover?
I think probably the best thing to say about all of Nick's artwork is that in general they're not supposed to be anyone in particular usually. I think they're more, how can I put it, symbolic of states of mind, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, listen, why don't we get into another song here? This one is called Subdued Violence. And can you tell us a little bit about this song before we get into it?
Yeah, this is another one that was quite an early song. Once again, Nick wrote the words to this one, which I generally felt that his lyric writing was better than mine. And I was particularly impressed with this one.
Yeah.
I guess probably the best way to put it is, I think it sums up a lot of what goes on in relationships between people that they won't necessarily face up to. I also felt it was kind of a breakthrough musically, this one. I thought we had kind of achieved a bit more than we had before.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get into it. Here's Subdued Violence, Rudimentary Peni on 92 FM.
Take a bit of
good. Nice quick one there from Peni. Nick, Grant, can we talk a little bit about the touring of Peni? Where did you guys actually get around to tour at all?
We've never toured at all. We've had opportunities to. We did a fair amount of gigging in England from sort of the period of 81 to 82. But we never kind of really travelled very far. Touring is just something that, for one reason and another, what with me having been ill and other commitments, you just never managed to get round to.
Okay. Have you guys, how many gigs would you say that you've played live?
I think we must have done about, well, I'd say it was at least 15, probably more.
Okay. I heard a rumor that, there's not a lot of photographs around of the band. Is that true?
Well, it seems to be true. I know that when we used to do gigs sometimes, you'd sort of see people taking photographs and that, and recording the gigs as well, but we never really saw a lot of evidence of, what they were doing, so there don't seem to be many photos around.
Oh, which I might add makes the band even, a little bit more mysterious with all these rumors and everything. But it's just like so many people are just so into the band, and they're so. What can we talk about? What actually you have available on vinyl that people can get?
Did you say what stuff we've got available?
Yeah, can you tell us, what actually Peni stuff can people pick up in the stores that's on vinyl?
Right, well there's the first two EPs, the first one was just called Rudimentary Peni, and the second one, Fast, are now both reissued on a 12-inch, so that one EP is on each side. And the other thing that's available, of course, is the first album, Death Church. And that's all our recorded output so far until the new album comes out.
Okay, before we talk about the new album, how did you guys get on the Crass label?
Well, basically what happened was, when the first record came out, someone who was doing a magazine over here asked to do an interview with us. So we went up to London and did an interview with this bloke, and he happened to mention after the interview that he was going to go down and interview Crass. So I said, could I go along for the ride? And he said, yes. So I went down to the place where Crass live in Epping with this bloke, and I took a copy of the first EP with me and played it to them, and they liked it and said, and then did we want to do a record with them? So I said, yes.
Oh, great. So that trip to visit Crass turned out to be okay in the end, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Good.
Great. Can we talk about, you guys are from, is the band really from London, England?
Outside London would be a more accurate way of putting it, really.
Okay. Now, do you have any relationship with the Poison Girls at all?
No, not really. We've seen them, we saw them play quite a few times, but no, not really. We never really sort of knew them or anything. So, no, not really.
Okay. Well, why don't we get into another tune here, and then we'll come back again. The song is called Hearse, and it's off of the first single, right?
Yeah.
And is this song about hearses and just death, or what?
Yes. A lot of our stuff is. I think there's two reasons really why I chose this one. One is because I think it's one of the best things off the first EP, but another reason maybe a little bit nearer to the flavour of what the new album sounds like, or at least what some of it sounds like.
Oh, okay. Great. All right, well, let's get into that. Hearse, off from Rudimentary Peni, off their first single on 92 FM. Hearse by Rudimentary Peni, and that is some really hot tunes there. Grant, can we talk a little bit about the new album?
Yeah.
Why did, after 5 or so years, did you guys decide to get back in the studio and do some more Peni work?
Well, I guess the honest answer to that is that when we split up in '83, it was me really who initiated, well, certainly it was me who initiated splitting up, because I was kind of fed up with it at that time, and I had other things I wanted to do. So I guess I sort of turned my back on music altogether for quite a while, and it just happened that last year, for one reason or another, I found myself in a situation where the opportunity was there to go back to doing it, and I felt I was kind of missing doing anything to do with music, so I decided to get back into it. So I asked the other two, and they both seemed to be into it, so it came together very quickly indeed, within, well, a matter of a month or two, really.
Now, how long... Now, you guys have been recording this at Southern Sound Studios in London, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to have John Loader do the production engineering work?
Yes, well, the album has already been recorded, and was in fact recorded last November.
Uh-huh.
And half of it's been mixed, and he's been doing all of it, and it was done at Southern Studios. So, yeah, he's done it all, basically.
Okay. How long were you guys in the studio for the actual sessions?
I think it was about somewhere between 2 and 3 days for the actual recording. Which is about the same as the last album. That took about that long as well.
Yeah, okay. Now, can we give out the name of the new album?
Yeah, the new album is called Cacophony.
It's called what?
Cacophony.
Oh, Cacophony, right. Nice one. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, great. How many tracks are on it?
There's 30 tracks in all, and between each of the tracks there's like a sort of mini track, which is like vocals and weird noises and things like that.
Weird noises like what?
I don't know, weird sort of screeching and things like that.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to describe it. Really.
Yeah. Are we gonna, after this album, I'm sure it's gonna sell great. Are you guys planning on doing another one after that?
Well, we were thinking in terms of not necessarily an album, but some kind of 12-inch.
Uh-huh.
But we're just waiting to see, really, see how the album does, you know.
Yeah. How about, are you guys gonna go on tour for the album?
Well, we got no plans to. There was talk last year. We were talking about the idea of coming over and playing some dates in California at one time.
Oh, really? Wow.
I don't know whether that'll happen now.
Yeah. I wish it would. That'd be a great treat. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to kind of see what happens, really.
Okay, listen. Why don't we get into a song off the second single entitled, which was called Farce, and the song is Farce. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, well, obviously, this being the title track of that particular EP, that came out at the sort of, I guess what would be the height of my influence on Peni. That is the sort of political message, and I was doing more sort of lyric writing at that time,
Yeah.
including the lyrics for this one, which is kind of, well, it's about sexual roles, I suppose, the way people fit into certain patterns of behaviour. I'm not convinced really anymore that lyrically it's particularly relevant in the light of my experience the last few years, but
Okay.
I kind of like the song, I suppose.
All right. I know I like it a lot. All right, let's get into it. Farce, Rudimentary Peni on 92 FM. And that was Farce, Rudimentary Peni. Amazing, amazing band. And Grant, go ahead and hit it.
Hi, this is Grant from Rudimentary Peni in London, England, and you're listening to Trouble Times Radio with John Autonomy.
All right. Grant, can we talk about a little bit about your personal politics?
Yeah, I suppose that's kind of quite a big issue for me, really, because that's, I suppose, probably the main difference with the Peni now compared to sort of 4 or 5 years ago. I was very heavily into politics then, and I really felt that people could kind of change and and build a better world in some way.
Mm, yeah.
And that you should kind of encourage people to do that. I guess in the light of experience now, I don't feel that that's the case. I think that human beings are pretty much the same as they've always been, and that they're basically pretty corrupt, and that there's just nothing you can really do about it.
Mm, yeah.
So I'm not really the optimist that I was some years ago.
Yeah. Well, they say as we get older, we get more, sort of cynical.
Yeah, well, I certainly guess that's true, you know. It's not that I'm not interested in the question of change or revolution or whatever you call it.
Uh-huh.
I would always be interested in that, but I can't see a way through. I can't see a way of changing human consciousness
Yeah.
in any sort of dramatic way to bring about any real improvement.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've kind of given up on it, more or less, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we got that straightened out because I was curious about that. Can we talk a little about the new album? I heard that the new album has a lot to do with the writer H.P. Lovecraft that you guys are sort of into.
Yeah, that's right. He's a kind of horror writer who was around during the first sort of quarter of this century. Nick was really the one who was into him. He used to read a lot of his stuff. He was basically a sort of pessimistic horror writer. I suppose probably influenced by sort of people like Edgar Allan Poe, I would imagine.
Yeah.
People. And what he seems to do is
Grant, can you speak up a little, please?
yeah, what he seems to do is to draw parallels between the element of sort of horror in his stories and in his dreams, and the horror of real life, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
So the album is about his life and quotes from things that he's written and stuff like that, really.
Oh, okay. I heard a rumor that on the cover of the album is a picture of you.
No, that's certainly not true.
Yeah.
Well, there's a picture of a pretty weird character on the front, but I certainly hope it isn't me.
Okay. All right, great. Well, listen, Grant, I got to tell you, this has been a sheer pleasure for me, and I hope everyone listening has enjoyed it. And I'd like to thank you for being on Troubled Times Radio tonight. Great to have you. Now, Grant, can we get into a song entitled Zero Again? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, that's a song that I wrote obviously a long time ago, and it was my ideas at that time about death and kind of what happens when you die. I guess most people would say that it wasn't a very optimistic sort of message, but I don't think my ideas have really changed that much since then.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get into that. Did you want to say hello to your brother in Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, I'll say hello to Mark and Dana if they can hear, but I doubt that they'll...
Okay. Well, we'll definitely send him a copy of the tape anyway. All right, Grant, well, let's get into Zero again. And once again, thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Zero again, not the way.